going back to what we do best, playing loud music, encouraging awful behavior, dancing until dawn, and having personal crises like good, God-fearing idiots.
Tony, please, I'm desperate.
Listen, I love narcissism. I built a career on narcissism. I stare into the mirror and beat off like a real man. I pose, I preen, but there's a limit here. I cannot, I will not sit here and...
The nightclub in GTA 5 Online is one of the game's most interesting and lucrative businesses. The level of detail seen in this business is unparalleled, from the ability to choose custom designs, including venue light fixtures, to the ability to promote and manage various elements of the business. There's tons to explore if you so choose to buy it. The business offers multiple streams of revenue, keeping players busy completing missions in order to maintain popularity and warehouse supply jobs. But despite being the game's most enjoyable business to run, players often feel that the gameplay is rather lackluster. Many see the nightclub as a business that's not only enjoyable to run, but also one that has tons of untapped potential. Being one of the only businesses in the game that synergizes with other businesses in the game, players are left wondering about the possibilities of more tycoon-style elements yet to be added. The environment we're given certainly isn't lacking in excitement, but you'll find that throughout playing the game, you'll always run into the same problem. Tony. Like seriously, hardly is it ever the case that we know the VIP that we're dragging out of the club. Tony tends to take the fair share of work when it comes to running the joint, and leaves us with hardly anything to play with. We're left feeling like grunts when we're the owners. This sense of disconnect from the tasks we're given is commonplace among GTA Online missions. Most updates seem to devolve into completing missions we hardly know any details about, and it can get pretty stale. With that being said, what exactly would players want for the game? It certainly wouldn't be an understatement to say that more dynamic gameplay elements would be welcome. With the nightclub being as busy as it is, it would be cool to see more interactability between our player and the workers of the club. What if it was possible to manage this business at a microscopic scale, including full integration with the other businesses in the game? To better understand, let's look at how Rockstar attempts to synergize illicit good integration into the nightclub. As of March 2025, players that own businesses producing illicit goods can hire warehouse technicians within the nightclub to acquire said goods into the club's warehouse. This feature is revolutionary, as it's one of the only ways to make passive income in the game, yet it begs the question regardless, why stop there? If we're able to store these goods in the club's basement, why not take it one step further and sell the goods in the club itself? What if we could designate certain workers in the club to manage the discreet sale of these goods in the club for additional profit throughout the day? This practice is commonplace among clubs in North America. Often nightclubs secretly designate certain individuals to handle the sale of illicit goods in their venue and hire others to enforce the dealer's authority in the club. This system, where the patrons of the club become buyers for supplies coming from our other businesses, only raises more questions to the possibilities of dynamic gameplay elements in the nightclub. With more interactability to the NPCs in Los Santos, the world would feel livelier and the players would be happier. Across the world, many nightclubs host guests that frequent their venues regularly, leaving large tips and attracting other high-rolling guests. What if it was possible for us to form relationships to certain NPCs to gain their loyalty and good faith in our club, attracting more guests, bringing better business, and more interesting interactions? These relationships would add a more realistic dynamic to the club's popularity system, as currently, we can boost popularity by completing various repetitive tasks like kicking out troublemakers and driving VIPs to various destinations. Of course, being a venue with a stage, lights, and audio-visual crew, setting up different types of events wouldn't be out of the question. Imagine hosting corporate fundraisers in the nightclub, birthday parties, concerts for bands, or even cooler, hosting off-site festivals with the nightclub crew where artists can sell their merch to attendees and our technicians can push products from other businesses. This focus on building relationships to key NPCs is a crucial point, as delegating more repetitive tasks like selling our products and advertising the nightclub will lead to a more tycoon style of managing the business, rather than the linear style we have today. If it was possible to pay key people to advertise our nightclub for us so that we can hear mentions of our business on local radio stations or on websites where players shop for cars, that would only add to the feeling of being a big-time club owner, which is what players want.